In this part we will discuss about temperature, its measurement, some facts about pressure and a quick review on the state or change of state. Okay. So first come to temperature. So what is temperature? Temperature is the degree of hotness of an object, and this temperature is measured by a device known as thermometer. People know very well about this, right? So till now we know about two scale on which we can measure the temperature. So actually there are three scales, and the three scale are, what are they? Celsius scale, Fahrenheit scale and Kelvin scale. Clear? So Celsius scale, Fahrenheit and Kelvin scale, and all these three are related to each other. So the relation between Celsius and the Kelvin scale can be expressed as C plus 273 equals to K. Means let the temperature be how much? 35 degree Celsius. In Kelvin it will be, just add 273 to it. It will be how much? 308 Kelvin. And dear students, remember one thing. In case of centigrade, we write it as degree centigrade, but not in Kelvin. Kelvin is only Kelvin. Also in Fahrenheit we study degree Fahrenheit. In centigrade it is degree centigrade, but Kelvin is only Kelvin. No degree is used. Clear? Now, so this was the relation between Celsius and Kelvin. Now the relation between Celsius and Fahrenheit. So here is the relation. CF5 equals to F minus 32 by 9. So the motive of this concept is what? We can convert the temperature of a body from one scale to another scale, right? If it is given in centigrade, we can convert it into Kelvin as well as Fahrenheit. Means we can convert one from another, Fahrenheit to centigrade, centigrade to Kelvin, or Kelvin to Fahrenheit, right? We can interconvert from one scale to another scale. So here is some example. Okay, have a look here. Now look at the facts. The temperature 0 Kelvin is known as absolute zero. Look, in centigrade, 0 degree centigrade is equal to 273 Kelvin, but 0 Kelvin is known as what? Absolute zero. And no any substance have temperature below this. What? Below this? Absolute zero, right? Means the minimum temperature that can exist is 0 Kelvin. Now you have some idea about dry ice. So dry ice is frozen carbon dioxide, means solid carbon dioxide is dry ice, and its temperature is minus 78.5 degrees centigrade. Look, remember these points, these are important for objective questions. It turns directly into carbon dioxide gas without undergoing a liquid phase. Its sublimation characteristics and supercooled temperature make dry ice suitable for refrigeration, and this dry ice is used in refrigerator. It is commonly used to export frozen material across long distance, means from one country to another country, like that. And here is a activity that can show the sublimation and deposition of ammonium chloride, right? If we will heat the solid ammonium chloride, what will happen? It will get vaporized directly, because we know ammonium chloride is a sublime. And here the cotton plug, this is what funnel is made airtight with the help of cotton plug. So the vapor of ammonium chloride cannot escape from here, and after removing the funnel from the burner, it will what cool down, and the vapor ammonium chloride will again get converted to solid ammonium chloride. This activity shows sublimation and deposition of ammonium chloride, which is a sublime. Now the same activity can be done using camphor and naphthalene also, because these two are also sublime. Now, so till now we were discussing about temperature and how temperature affect for the change of state of matter. Now gas can also, pressure can also play a very vital role in changing the state. Like you know about LPG, liquefied petroleum gas, what in the cylinder liquid is there under high pressure, right? So we have a gas in a closed container. Say we put some weight on the lid of the container. So here is the gas with the lid, this lid is here, and now put some weight on the lid, then what will happen? The gas inside the container will compress, because what, we are applying some pressure on it, right? So if we will apply sufficient or enough pressure, what will happen? The kinetic energy of the particle will reduce, and the particle will what, come closer to each other, and in this way the gas particles may be converted to liquid, and this is what, and ultimately the gas liquefies, means the gas will be converted to liquid. So by applying pressure and reducing temperature, gases can be liquefied. Remember the line from class 9, by applying pressure and reducing the temperature, gases can be liquefied. Now another fact is what, in Mussoorie, which is a hill station, and here the water boils below 100 degrees centigrade. You know the boiling point of water is 100 degrees centigrade, but at Mussoorie why it happens so, means water boil approximately at 92 degrees centigrade. This is because in the top of the Mussoorie hill station the atmospheric pressure is very low. I hope you people know that with increase in height the atmospheric pressure decreases. Okay, so if the pressure decreases, the particles move what, quite faster. So in the top of the hill station, which is approximately how much, 2000 meter from the sea level, here the water starts boiling below its boiling point, that is at 92 degrees centigrade. Remember this one, it may comes in short questions or give reason. Now liquid crystals are believed to be an independent state of matter, as their property lie in between of liquid and solid crystal. Look, liquid crystal are in between the intermediate state of liquid and solid crystal. They exist in a specific temperature range also. So they behave as solid below the temperature range and as liquid above the temperature range. So that's why they are known as liquid crystal. Then why we need to liquefy gases? What is the use? Because But gases generally occupy more space, right? That's why they are compressed or liquefied and transported. What are the other uses? Look, liquefaction of gases is helpful for their easy storage and transportation. Liquefied gases can be used in various fields like air conditioning, refrigerating system. Liquid oxygen is supplied in hospital to patient, and also it is used as a rocket propellant because oxygen helps combustion. Then liquid nitrogen is used in cryosurgery. Liquid chlorine is supplied to water treatment plant for the purification of water. So these are all various uses of liquefaction of gases. Now let's have a quick review on interconversion among solid, liquid and gases. So look, you may take the screenshot. So what happens? How the state changes? Let's begin from the let it be what solid. Okay, so solid has lowest energy of particles, means उनके पास पार्टिकल जो हैं solid particle they have minimum energy, and when they get energy from the surrounding or from any external source, the particle starts what moving, or they start moving away from each other, and this causes what melting of the solid. It gets converted to liquid here, and when solid get converted to liquid, it absorbs the latent heat and the temperature increases. But when liquid converted to solid, the opposite happens. Latent heat is evolved, means released to the atmosphere or from to the external environment, and the temperature decreases. Look, both are quite not quite, exactly opposite of each other. From solid to gas also, temperature increases, latent heat is absorbed, process is vaporization. When condensation, latent heat is evolved, pressure also increases and temperature decreases. Clear everyone? Then from gas to solid, it is known as deposition. Heat is evolved, pressure increases, temperature decreases, right? And when from solid to gas, process is called sublimation. Okay everyone, and latent heat is absorbed, temperature increases. So I hope you people got a clear idea about temperature, some fact of pressure, and this quick review.